How many concept strategies do you start with? Keep telling yourself that one's more than enough. Because the thing about trying too many is you don't get the quality piece you need in it. You'll have quantity of new ideas, but how well are they actually being done by you or the students? Secondary guys, middle school, high school, where are you guys again? Secondary? I'm telling you right now, you're going to get pushback when you try new ideas. The limbic brain does not like change. Change is contra survival. We like homeostasis. Keep it the same. If you want to test homeostasis tonight, if you have dinner with your family, sit in somebody else's seat and see what happens. Oh, my son wouldn't have liked that. What are you doing? Sitting down for dinner. That's my seat. Thought these were all our seats. But I sit there. I thought I'd sit here. That's my seat. So you're going to get pushback. It's to be expected. But within a week or two, that new thing is now an okay thing. And now they're ready for some extra piece you're going to add to it. All year long, we keep introducing new ideas. Keeps the environment fresh. Otherwise, what happens is teachers hit a plateau at about October, and that's it. And you really want to do that kind of a thing where it just keeps getting better and better and better. And I'm not saying it's easy. Public has no idea how difficult good teaching is. No idea. It's a mission field. So many variables going on. But just slowly add ideas. Then you're going to like it. And I mentioned a couple of extra gestures. Here they are. Just two of them. Two of my favorites, I got to tell you. This one, off topic. And by the way, that's how I introduced new signs and gestures. I would just do it and mouth what I was saying. And she picked up on it right away. So now we got the doors closed without a word from me. I can get the lights off with a sign. Lights off, lights on. Otherwise, I got to walk all the way across the room, do it myself, or try and get the attention of the kid who sits near the light switch. And when you overstructure those things, you have problems. Because whenever I share that, people go, oh, I can just see 10 kids jumping up and running over there. Well, yeah, what would you expect? It's fun and it's power and it's a bit of freedom. All those needs come into play. But when you do that and a bunch of kids jump up, just see them privately later. Hey, when I do that, we don't need all of you. But by week 2, the novelty's worn off. But the overstructure, the obedience thing, hey, that was Bill's job. Bill's in charge of the lights. So disappointed. All right, Bill, you ready? All right, here we go. Thank you. All right, what happens an hour from now when you want the lights off again and you do that and Bill's not looking at you? What are you going to hear over there? Not even that nice. Bill, lights! And now Bill hates his job and hates you for giving it to him. Now give it a week or two and you do that. There were times when I would do that to get the lights off and nobody saw it. But somebody over here paying attention. Cheryl saw it. She realized no one else is doing it. I'll get up and walk over there. I don't care. I didn't care who did the lights. I just wanted them off. But that was just me just keep adding new signs. And I'm going to show you a great website to go to for some great signs. Phenomenal website. Really nice. This one. This is a gesture. You won't find that in ASL. We've got to be careful about respecting that language. That's why they call these gestures. But off topic. Because when kids go off topic, that's a major snap moment in the classroom for the teacher. Remember, 5th grade, middle of science, doing my little lesson, and I heard, what are we doing for PE? Not talking about PE. Talking about science. Sorry, Mr. Morse. All right, guys, back to science. But are we playing soccer? Gah! What are we doing for PE gets this response from me. Number 1, I collect myself. I don't roll my eyes. I don't sigh. I don't show disgust because we're always modeling how to treat students. What are we doing for PE? I don't even look at the student and I do not extend my hand. Otherwise, I'm picking a fight. I just do that. And what I'm saying without a word is we ain't talking about that. And the reminder was sent, and everyone else got it. And by using that gesture, I avoid this trap. Look at this sad research on the voice in the classroom. Average classroom, not your room, the average classroom. Positive comment every 4 minutes. During that same 4-minute time frame, that many negatives every 20 seconds. And that's not just teacher to student, that's peer to peer as they bang on each other verbally, which is another reason to use signs or gestures. If I want your pencils down, I'll show that gesture. In ASL, this means quiet. But to me, it kind of felt like, hey, put it down. So if I wanted your pencils down, I would show that gesture. And the half the class who were watching me put their pencils down. They then turn to their neighbors and pass on the gesture. 15 seconds, without a word from me, every pencil is down. If I had verbally initiated that, put your pencil down, please. Well, half of them do. Then they look around for who didn't, and they start snapping, put your pencil down. We don't need that. But since I use words, they use words. Had I used a gesture, a lot of them comply, and then look for their neighbors and pass on the gesture without a word. Pencil down, loser. Put your pencil down. Sorry. This is the website. It's at the bottom of that page we were on earlier with all the signs and gestures. This is Michigan State's CommTech Lab. So when I went to this website, there were just hundreds and hundreds of little videos. I thought Finnish would be a great sign to have in the classroom. I'm looking across the room at Stephanie, who's doing nothing right now. We're all on task with this thing. Look at Stephanie. She's doing nothing. I'm wondering, is she finished? Is she stuck? Is she off task? What's the deal? And Stephanie, from across the room, if I can catch your eye, I can ask you if you're finished by just doing that. Oh, she nods her head, yes. Appreciation time. Wonderful. Or very good. Send you some love. Yep, you can do that. And then what I'm going to do is give her a prompt. I prompt in the beginning, but I stopped prompting after a while. You can self-prompt in my room. You should be able to. I might prompt that you read, or read with a friend, you know, a friend. Prompt she's waiting for is this one. You want to help? They always want to help. So if I did that, she nodded her head, and I went, wonderful, and I did that. She'd come down and I'd give her a task to do. Hey, you want to collate these? Here's the cool thing, though. If you weren't finished and I did that, I see this a lot. Second grade teacher told me she was using the sign for sit. Those are great signs, sit and stand. And she had a wanderer in her room named Michael. So Michael's now wandering again. So she caught his eye and did that. And he saw it, but didn't sit. Most misbehavior is just limit testing. That's all it is. Don't take misbehavior personally. One of the best books I've read on how to get kids to do the right thing is Robert McKenzie's book. And on that very last page, there's a footnote. If you go to half.ebay.com, you can buy the second edition for $1. But McKenzie talks about that. Most misbehavior, limit testing, that's all it is. So then she did this. He didn't sit with that, so then she did this. Now this is the sign for now. She did that. He said, you don't have to yell. But in a way, she did yell. She escalated her request. I don't think she should have done that. Or does she always need that for Michael with everything? No, that was certainly clear. And when he didn't sit, I'm going to go see him. What didn't she get about that? That's called misdirection. You're talking about something else. I'm talking about this. What does this mean? Yes, sit, but you didn't. Magic question. Did you think I was kidding? There's no good answer to that question. Did you think I was kidding? And it reinforces you're serious even though you're not raising your voice. And then always give them a chance to save face. Always. What are you going to do the next time you see that? Oh, well, good. That's it. In fact, let's try it right now, shall we? Hey, thanks for watching. If you like what we're doing, hit that thumbs up button down below. Hit the subscribe button so you get all the videos that'll be coming your way. And something else to think about, maybe share one of these strategies with a teacher at your own site. So again, thanks for watching.